In the heart of the small village of Poromai, the Christian community was excited to share a special Christmas story with their neighbors. Pastor Joseph of St. Mary's Church had organized an enchanting evening of storytelling to celebrate the spirit of Christmas and foster understanding among the diverse villagers. The girls of the village, dressed in their vibrant traditional attire, gathered eagerly, their eyes wide with curiosity and anticipation. Pastor Joseph began with a warm smile, his eyes twinkling with the joy of the season. "Today, my dear children," he said, "I will take you on a journey to the beautiful land of Ukraine. Let me first tell you about the beauty of Ukraine. Ukraine is a land of deep-rooted traditions and captivating cultural heritage. Nestled in Eastern Europe, its sprawling landscapes are characterized by rolling golden wheat fields, dense forests, and serene rivers. Traditional Ukrainian architecture, featuring rustic wooden cottages and vibrant churches with onion-domed roofs, reflects a blend of historic influences. Folk art is a cornerstone of Ukrainian culture, with intricate pysanky, which are decorated Easter eggs showcasing elaborate, symbolic designs. Vyshyvanka, traditional embroidered shirts, are worn with pride, their intricate patterns reflecting regional identities and folklore. Music and dance play vital roles in Ukrainian celebrations. The bandura, a stringed instrument, produces soulful melodies, while energetic dances like the hopak, characterized by leaps and spins, are performed during festivals. Food in Ukraine is hearty and flavorful. Borscht, a beet soup rich with vegetables and meat, is a staple, while varenyky, dumplings filled with potatoes, cheese, or cherries, are enjoyed at gatherings. Festivals are celebrated with gusto, particularly Easter and Christmas, marked by processions, caroling, and communal feasts. Religion, predominantly Eastern Orthodox Christianity, influences many traditions. Lavish ceremonies, church bells, and the painting of icons are integral parts of religious life, embodying the spiritual richness of the Ukrainian people. This blend of vibrant culture, artistic expression, and historical depth makes Ukraine a uniquely enchanting place. In Ukraine, there is a very unique Christmas tradition involves a special tale about spiders and their webs. This tradition is filled with wonder, magic, and a deep sense of gratitude. The girls listened intently as Pastor Joseph wove his tale. In Ukraine, Christmas is celebrated with a beautiful legend known as the legend of the Christmas spider. This story is about a poor widow and her children who lived in a small hut. One summer day, a pine cone fell from a tree and took root in their garden. The children cared for the tree, excited at the prospect of having a Christmas tree by winter. Pastor Joseph paused, allowing the girls to imagine the humble hut and the growing tree. However, when Christmas Eve arrived, the family was too poor to buy any decorations for the tree. The children went to bed, feeling sad and disappointed. But that night, the spiders in the house heard the children's sobs and decided to help. They spun beautiful webs around the tree, covering it with intricate patterns. The girls' eyes widened with wonder as they imagined the spiders working through the night. The next morning, the children woke up and saw the tree covered in sparkling webs. When the sunlight touched the webs, they turned into gold and silver. The widow and her children were overjoyed, and from that day on, they never lived in poverty again. These decorations symbolize good luck and gratitude for the blessings received. The girls smiled, feeling the warmth and magic of the story. Pastor Joseph explained the deeper meaning behind the tradition. The legend of the Christmas spider reminds us of the power of kindness, generosity, and the beauty of nature. It teaches us to be grateful for what we have and to help others in need. He then shared a beautiful Ukrainian tradition that the villagers found particularly touching. In many Ukrainian homes, families gather on Christmas Eve to decorate the tree together. They prepare traditional dishes such as varenyky dumplings filled with potatoes or cheese, and halubsaya stuffed cabbage rolls. The evening is filled with laughter, songs, and the exchange of small gifts and heartfelt wishes. The girls nodded, their hearts filled with the beautiful message of the story. They felt a connection to the children of Ukraine, despite the distance and cultural differences. The celebration of Christmas with the Christmas spider had taught them the universal language of love and appreciation for nature. Father Joseph then added, "But with the coming of a very important festival, I would also like to share with you the very inspiring stories of two very important figures in the Christmas season. Can you imagine who they are? Santa Claus." Father Joseph praised her. "Excellent. You are right. That is one figure." Anand interjected, "No, Father, I think you are wrong. Santa Claus was invented by Coca-Cola." Father Joseph acknowledged his comment. "Anand, that is a very good point, but actually Santa Claus was made famous to the mass market by Coca-Cola. But there is a real history to Santa Claus that I would like to relate to you, and which goes back to the 4th century after Christ's birth. It is the story of the Bishop of Myra, who is known as Saint Nicolaus. Nicholas lived from 270 after Christ to 346 after Christ. This is his wonderful story, which I will integrate in all the coming stories over the next few days. A long time ago, in the vibrant port city of Patara, nestled on the Mediterranean coast of Lycia, a devout couple named Theophanes and Nonna yearned for a child. For 30 long years they prayed, hoped, and wept, but their home remained silent and empty. They were respected in their community, known for their kindness and generosity, but their hearts ached for the joy of a child. Nonna soon gave birth to a healthy baby boy. They named him Nicholas, in honor of his priest uncle who came to bless the baby. As Nicholas grew, he flourished in an atmosphere filled with love, wisdom, and the teachings of local legends and traditions. Nicholas was a special child, destined for greatness. From a young age, he displayed remarkable wisdom and compassion. As he grew, his parents nurtured his faith and instilled in him the values of kindness and generosity. One winter's day, when Nicholas was just 7 years old, a severe storm struck Patara, leaving many families in desperate need. Nicholas felt a deep calling to help. With his parents' blessing, he gathered what little food and supplies they had and set out into the storm to aid the suffering villagers. As he walked through the harsh weather, he prayed for strength and guidance. Miraculously, the storm began to calm, and the path before him cleared. He arrived at the home of a destitute family whose roof had collapsed, leaving them cold and hungry. Nicholas shared his family's provisions and offered words of comfort. As he prayed with them, something extraordinary happened. The family's small stockpile of food began to multiply, filling their empty pantry. Word of the miracle spread quickly. The villagers were in awe of young Nicholas' compassion and divine favor. From that day forward, he became known as the boy with the golden heart. His acts of kindness inspired others to give and share, even in the face of hardship. Well, dear children, this was my story for today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.